It's a Catalonian qualifying for you today. Welcome along to Spain, to Barcelona, and wherever you are in the world, do you feel the need? The need for speed?
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are, okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 11.2, Verstappen and Piastri. And we're in front of Russell, Colapinto and Schumacher. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:10.7. Schumacher, Russell, Verstappen, Piastri and Tsunoda.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. So many eventful races here in Barcelona over the years. Do you remember Max Verstappen's first win on debut for Red Bull here in 2016? 2 years before, we had the dramatic coming together of Hamilton and Rosberg going towards turn 4. There's always a treat in store as we head back to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and the popular opinion in the paddock is that we never wanted the chicane in the first place. That's now been gone, the final corner is much faster, and at 2.9 miles and 14 turns, we await the Spanish Grand Prix. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Michael Schumacher alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, and Gasly, Villeneuve, Ocon, Senna, and Mika Hakkinen, Antonelli, Behrman, Franco Colapinto, and Hamilton, Aaron, Doohan, Tim Tramnitz, and Zane Maloney, Bortoletto, Pepe Marti, O'Sullivan, and Nicola Zoloff rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Now, Ant, you always tell me you know Barcelona almost as well as you know the back of your hand. Given the amount of testing that goes on here and the amount of laps that you and all the other drivers have done, what are the challenges that are left when it comes to the race?
I think it's a well-trodden path, is Barcelona, Crofty. I mean, most drivers will know it up and down the grid. They would have raced here.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Right, I know you're hot in the cockpit, but your tyres are going to be even hotter. You're going to have to work extra hard today to keep them cool. Decent parking. Let's try and get a good launch as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Okay. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Gap to your teammate behind, 13.8 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 18th. Time last lap, 1 minute 23.1. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Green flag. Okay, that's Sonoda just ahead. Come on, push hard. Time last lap, 1 minute 55.1. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're all fresh softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got 1 more stop. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can. Confirmed. Okay, Schumacher's just set the fastest lap of the race. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. second place. You're in second place. That's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. And gap to the car in front, 2.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Villeneuve is behind you now. They're on old mediums. Your pit window is open. Pit window currently open. Okay, 17 laps to go now. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That stop wasn't great, we've lost some time there. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Good job, nice overtake. Gap to your teammate behind, 20.8 seconds. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.5 seconds. Okay, as things stand, we'll be third in the championship. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Yellow flag. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.1 seconds. Okay, clear. You're currently in P3. Okay, so gap to the leader, 6.7 seconds. It's Verstappen ahead. Okay, gap ahead, 4.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Sonoda behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. As things stand, we'll be second in the championship. And gap to the car in front, 5.4 seconds. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
I'm very pleased. Wasn't an easy weekend.
And it's another great day to add to so many more. A win for the legend that is Michael Schumacher.
Well, it all came good in the end for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome a day like this and walk away still with a victory.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Can I borrow you for a moment, boss? We've heard back on this. Thought you'd want to know.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car. We have something for you to look at, please. Hey, Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car. Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they've finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.
Hey, boss, have you got a moment to look at something?
Hi. Notice we've got some spare cash reserves. Obviously, I know you've got other priorities.
Just got the latest on that situation, boss.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.